What if I told you that one of the most powerful countries in the world was built on centuries of war, collapse, and survival? A land that rose from scattered tribes, became a mighty empire, collapsed into chaos, and then rose again as a global superpower. From ruthless Tsars, to a brutal revolution, to the rise of the Soviet Union and the powerful Russia we see today. This is not just history. This is the story of Russia like you've never seen before. In the vast expanse of Eurasia, stretching from the forests of Eastern Europe to the icy shores of the Pacific Ocean, lies a country whose history is as immense and complex as its land itself, Russia. This is not just a nation, but a story of transformation, struggle, ambition, and survival. A story shaped by emperors, revolutions, wars, and the relentless will of its people. The birth of a giant. Russia's origins trace back over 1,000 years to a loose federation of Slavic tribes known as Kievan Rus. Centered around the city of Kiev, this early state flourished through trade, culture, and the adoption of Orthodox Christianity in the 10th century. It was here that the foundations of Russian identity were laid, deeply tied to faith, land, and resilience. But unity did not last. Internal divisions weakened the state, and in the 13th century, a devastating force swept across the land, the Mongols. For over 200 years, Russian lands lived under Mongol domination, a period known as the Tatar yoke. It was a time of hardship, tribute, and submission, but also one that hardened the spirit of the people. The rise of Moscow. Out of this darkness, a new power began to rise. Moscow. Once a small and insignificant principality, it grew stronger through clever alliances and strategic leadership. By the late 15th century, under Ivan III, Moscow threw off Mongol rule and declared itself the center of a new Russian state. This marked the beginning of Russia as a centralized power. The rulers of Moscow, known as Tsars, saw themselves not just as kings, but as emperors with a divine mission. Their rule expanded Russia's borders across forests, rivers, and eventually into Siberia. But with expansion came oppression.